Yeah, big talking Brewskis. Marissa Smith is who you see. What a cooler combo in here. Crack a cold one, we're on the air. Big talking Brewskis. Marissa Smith is who you see. What a cooler combo in here. Crack a cold one, we're on the air. Kicking back, having a few beers, we're chatting. Pull up your chair, we're all relaxing. Any subject, we never dismiss. Big talking Brewskis with Marissa Smith. Comedy, sex, relationships, more. Any subject, we got it in store. Big talking Brewskis is coming in live. Crack one open, Marissa has arrived. Big talking Brewskis with Marissa Smith. Yeah.
Hey guys, happy Friday. This is Big Talkin' Brewskis. I'm Marissa Smith. As always, I've got Rodney Daniels with me.
What's up, guys? Happy Friday.
And we've got Steve Francois.
What's going on, guys? Happy Friday.
So, now, Steve, you were, before we came in, we were kind of on break and you were talking about... Can you talk about? I don't know.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
I'm cool.
All right. So you just recently had a breakup?
Yeah, I just recently separated with my my girl. I was with her we were together for like 5 years.
Oh wow.
Long distance. Yeah.
That's
that's really
on
extra.
and off. Yeah, like I'd go like once a month. Like we did 2 weeks here and there. But the thing
how
about
far are we talking?
Florida.
Oh, yeah,
that's not bad.
That's really far.
For a girl, dog, it's completely different. For a guy, like a guy can work and kind of like build while he's away from his woman, but it's a little bit difficult to be away from your woman and work and build and take care of your woman.
But Florida's only like what, a 2.5 hour flight or something like that?
Yeah, it is a 2.5 hour flight, but it's still like that's like 300.
Every couple months, every month, right? Like,
and then like when you get together, and not even that, she's West Indian too, so we're both West Indian, so you already know like. I don't sleep in the same bed. You get me? Like I'm in the couch. She's on the bed. Like it's not. It don't work.
Wait.
So when I would go to her crib, I wouldn't sleep in the same room as her.
Why?
Because like she's West Indian. She stayed at her family's house. So like you get me? Yeah. So like it don't matter when you Caribbean. You in a house. You a kid. That's it. You're not unless you married. You're not sleeping in that bed. That's it. That's how it go down. I don't know how it is. Like,
I mean, but you didn't
get a hotel room.
We would have a hotel. We get a hotel room, but I'm saying like we would get that, but I can't get a hotel every single night like that. That shit is kind of expensive. So I would spend half the time at the crib, and we get our 2-3 nights at the hotel. But like I can't. Come on.
Okay.
Yeah, would you do a hotel every single night on a thing like for 2 weeks?
I mean, I don't know how long you're staying.
Yeah, no, I'm saying for like 2 weeks. I'm saying for like
2 weeks a month.
Yeah, 2 weeks a month. Like sometimes a week, but like typically like I would say like 2 weeks every other month, or vice versa.
Okay. Did she come up here to see you?
Yeah, so she would stay up here like during the winter. She would come up for like a couple months. Like we'd have her times where it would be like we'd cohabitate, and then like we'd have like a month, 2 months where we wouldn't.
Where did you guys meet at?
I met her outside of Central Park, actually.
Okay, and then she moved down to Florida?
No, she was from Florida. She was on vacation.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, listen, I don't know who you are, but I need to know you.
Okay.
That was it. I was just like, I don't know who, but I need to know who you are.
See, you good for that one. Because the moment I found out you don't live in New York, you on vacation?
Yeah,
I'm gonna try to hit it, and then I'm never calling you.
But it wasn't even like that. I remember when I met her. I didn't even try to hit it. Honestly, real talk. I was just happy I met her. Like you ever meet someone so fly, and you just like, yo, I'm not even trying to say nothing. I'm good on this. Let me end right here before I say some stupid shit, because I got so far. You feel me? Like like you meet someone, you're like, all right, let me stop.
Okay.
You gotta taste right. You gotta let it marinate.
I mean, so like I met a guy like probably around last year around this time. I met him on Bumble, and he's from London. And I was like kind of the whole like I was just like, oh, he's from England and like he lives here, cool. But then he's like, oh yeah, like I met him, let's say, on Bumble on Sunday, and he was leaving on Saturday.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, this is stupid. Like, I'm not even going to bother meeting him. But then we kept talking, and I'm like, it's like a good conversation and blah, blah, blah. And like, he's like, just come meet me for dinner. Come meet me for drinks. Come with me in the museum. And I'm like, no, 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 no. And then like, finally it was Friday, and he's just like, listen, he's just like, I am here for another 24 hours and then I'm leaving. If you want to meet, give me any hour within these 24 and I will be there. And I was just like, all right, I'll meet you tomorrow. And then it was just like, we literally had like maybe like a 6-hour date. Cause like I came down here and then I had a gig later and then he was flying out. So he like, when he left me, he had an hour to get back to his hotel room, get his stuff and go to the airport. And then I was just like, oh, fuck. I like him. And then I was just like, well, I just can't talk to him because like I like him and he's going to be in London and this makes no sense. Yeah. And then like we keep in touch.
You still talk to him?
I still talk to him.
For sure. She likes him. She keeps him on like at bay. Like girls got like 6 dudes they like at bay. It's just not right. Time ain't right.
It's like, I don't know. I like him. But like, if he lived here, I would definitely pursue it. But like, the whole idea
do you think it would work?
I honestly do. I do.
I've been trying to tell her for a long time. Just like, a long distance thing is not that crazy.
I've never.
A long distance thing is not like for me. It wasn't bad at all. Or like it wasn't. But the thing about it is like I'm the busy one. You feel me? So when you're the busy one, it's not bad. But when you're not the busy one, it's hard.
But see, they're both busy.
I feel you, but there's always one less busier than the other. That's it. Just let's keep it a stack. It's like they both could be busy, but there's always going to be one yearning. And like if the one that's yearning can't handle that, then it's a dub.
Yeah, my problem is I'm an out of sight, out of mind kind of person.
Same here.
So it's just, and like I'm not like I've never cheated on anybody. So like if I start feeling like, oh, I forgot about you, like this gotta go. Like I can't do this. Like this is not a good, you know what I mean?
I'm the same way. That's how I cut somebody off is like I just stop talking to you.
Yeah. No. That's why we're kind of like at that weird stage wherever we get like the, oh my God, it's been like we haven't talked all day or we haven't spoken in a couple hours because like the hours be weird for me. Like I'll be up right now. I'm up till 6 o'clock in the morning. Like from here on out, like my day starts realistically at 4 p.m. Like that's when my day starts. You get me?
Makes sense.
Like as far as like eating, doing everything, like 4 p.m. Like when my comedy days are 4 p.m. It's 4 p.m. till 3 a.m. Like real talk, those are my hours.
Right. So then you get your full amount of sleep.
Yeah.
You're ready to go.
You get me? Like those are my working hours. So it's completely different now. Now I have to have somebody that's confident, comfortable, and okay with that.
And that's the key right there. I feel like it's the confident and comfortable.
Yeah, exactly.
Like you know that like he's not doing anything. We're in a good spot. But
it doesn't work like that. Like it just
like
and I don't like comics.
Yeah,
I was like a data stripper or MTA person.
I don't know. I've dated a comic, a stripper, and an MTA person.
Same and
all straight garbage.
MTA, MTA. I mean, MTA. They probably charge you a lot for nothing, so I can understand.
It's like, no, like, and I've got crazy hours too because I still have a day job. So like, you
God
did the Broadway show. So like on a day like that, I get up at 6 and I get home at 3.
See, nah, I'm good. No, it's a no for me. See, like I commend the hell out of you. Like me, I did.
A beast.
Yeah, you wow for that. Like me, I've been doing comedy for a minute, but like for 7 years, I built a business because I could not do comedy and build a business simultaneously. Like I just cannot. Like it was like something had to suffer, so I kind of like took a back end on comedy so I can build my business and establish it so I can kind of like coast a little bit now. Like right now I'm coasting. I got my business partner handling everything on the back end, and I'm able to kind of just like go at it fully. Like, I got a few meetings a week, but, like, I don't have to be at the office. I've invested that. I've trained somebody for the past 2.5 years to handle everything so I can just get up and go. Because, like, I can't, man. Like, I can't. The stress, like, there's no sleep. Like, first off, you're mentally stressed, and I'm going to put myself physically stressed. Like, I'm good. I don't want it. I don't want it. But like, I commend the hell out of you. Like, it messed me up for 2 years, man. Like hopping turnstiles, being hella poor. And just upset comic life. That shit is mad. It's so hard. I'm hopping turnstiles to not get paid. Come on, man. Like, and dead ass, like doing it with full enthusiasm. Hopping on freaking going on Staten Island.
That's how you gotta be though.
I know, but like that
one day you win that.
But that's why I get up at 6 so I don't have to hop turnstiles.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm just like, I don't know. I can't. I'd rather get no sleep and be able to eat.
Yeah, no, I feel you. I'd rather not eat.
You gotta move closer to your mic.
I'm sorry, I'd rather not eat.
Oh, you move the mic too.
Oh yeah, I could do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I gotta get to that point where I'd rather not eat because I'm definitely more. I definitely got a day job that I do on a regular. Definitely about that, and I don't do comedy nearly as much as like I would want to, personally.
Yeah, it's
hard,
hard,
man.
and it's hard to find a balance.
It's hard to find a balance. Nigga got bills.
Yeah, like, and not even that. Like, now I just don't take care of myself anymore. Like, I don't physically work out anymore. I just make up with decent eating. Like, real talk. Like, before when I was working and not doing comedy, I could work out. I get to the gym, get 4 hours in a week lit. Now, what hours?
Who does 4 hours at the gym? You're already
a week. I
was like, God damn.
No, 4 hours.
The fuck? You on the contract? You training for a movie, nigga? God damn.
4 hours for a week. I'm talking about 3 hours, 30 minutes.
Okay, yeah, 4 hours a week is
4 hours a week is perfect. You get me? That's healthy.
Nice.
That's healthy living. But like, ain't nobody got time for that now. I'm tired.
I should. I got time for it.
I be speed walking. That's my exercise.
I haven't been to a gym in like 3 years. But like that's my other problem too. Is like I find that when I get in a relationship, I get fat. Like
everybody does. It's called a love weight.
Yeah,
like it happens.
Yeah.
Well, not because your girl was out of town, but if your girl was with you all the time, all you want to do when you're with your significant other is eat and fuck and chill.
Kind of, sort of, because...
But the fucking should, like, cut down on some of the fat. Like, you're burning some calories and shit.
When I got with my girl, I stopped eating meat, though. So, like, I changed my diet when I got with her.
You stopped eating meat? I
stopped eating meat because, like, she used to give me mad shit.
She suggested that?
No. She wanted me to buy organic. I'm like, yo, real talk, I would rather stop eating meat than pay $7 a pound. It's not happening. I'm paying 65 cents a pound for chicken. Now you want me to pay $7? Nah, I'm good, love.
Well, I could just go to the deli and get that same fucking sandwich for
But you guys aren't like together, so like, how does she know that you're not buying organic when you're not with her?
When we were together, because the thing is,
you slick,
no, because the thing is,
like I'm just saying,
because when we first got together,
if he don't know, it don't hurt him.
When we first got together, our first date was actually at the airport. So our first date was me dropping her off at the airport, and then we had that. And then after that, like we would always cohabitate. So when she came with me, she would stay with me, and she stayed with me for the first like year and a half, 2 years. Like so, I'll say even though like we were long distance, when she would stay with me, in 3 years span, she probably stayed with me, and we lived together for like a year.
Okay.
You feel me? So it's like 33% of the time we actually like cohabitated. So
okay, so this is like
it wasn't like a complete
interesting long distance.
It wasn't a complete long. It was like wild.
It's like how the Indians do it.
Yeah, it was like long distance and then husband and wife. Long distance and husband and wife. So like that extremeness was like a little bit difficult, and that was like.
But like, how do both of you have the time to just like leave your lives for so long?
Well, she's a student, and me, I'm an independent contractor.
Okay.
So I would.
She has long gaps.
Yeah, she kind of has. Yeah, she has like she's online. She does online, and then she was working at a offsite like legal thing or whatever. And then like I would just do certain jobs, or I find certain jobs, and I would take care of that, or I would go over there. I would set up meetings for me to go over there. So I would kind of like build my life in order to be the best like long distance I could. So like I kind of have like I have a little bit of flexibility. Like I don't have to be in the office every single day of the week. I don't have to be in the state every single week.
Right.
So I do have the ability and the flexibility to do that. So like that was the thing about it. But it's like I'm a comic. I have to be in New York. You get me? Like I can go to Florida and I can be popping.
But you're not
in Florida.
That is the one thing I do have to say though.
Yeah.
If you're a New York comic, you're a New York comic.
Yeah.
That kind of supersedes anywhere else you do it in the world.
Yo,
really, I'm going to say the whole world.
Stupid.
Really, like.
Bruh. Like every time I go to a different
right?
state,
like
every time
name
I go
some other place that you're
up.
doing comedy that like
Nah, it's
You go,
stupid.
damn, you doing
Yeah.
comedy there? No, it's
No,
just New York
it's
City.
just like that. Like I go to Florida. Every time I go to Florida and I perform, I book 3 shows on it. Wherever I am, I don't care if it's a fucking ice cream shop or a pizza place.
I believe it.
They're
Just
like,
because
"Oh,
you're a New York comic.
I'm like, God, that's incredible. You should do my bar mitzvah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Like no matter where it is, Florida is popping, but at the same time, I'm like, there's no level competition. There's no growth. Yeah, hella slow. Yeah, eat bath salt.
They're gonna try to eat your face.
Yeah, exactly. And not even that.
I know. I remember the videos, yo.
And then like Haitians talk crazy shit about me too because they don't know I'm Haitian. They talk crazy shit about me. It's so funny. They like talk wild shit. Say I need to comb my hair. Say these Americans don't know what they're doing. I'm like, okay. All right. But,
Now, were you born here? Or?
yeah, I was born in Nyack, but my parents are both West Indian. So
Okay.
Okay.
they're like super. They were super. And then my dad was 35 years older than my mom.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah, my dad.
35 years
35.
older?
My mother and half brother are the same age.
Oh
So
shit.
like we have this joke where he says like, yo, my dad met my mom when he was dropping off my brother at kindergarten. He's like, yo, in 30 years, mom, you're gonna be mine. Yeah.
How old was your mom
When they got married, that's crazy.
Yeah. She was late 20s.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh, he was like
He was-
60.
He was like 60. Yeah. And he had me when he was 64.
What?
Yeah, 64. And then he had my brother when he was 66.
Do you have any kids?
Nah, chill. I got a nephew. I mean, I'm more of a dad than his dad, but
Could be like that, guy.
it'd be like that.
Yeah,
but
I just got a new nephew.
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, I guess I got a dog and a nephew.
What kind of dog?
He's a Lab Sharpei and Pit Mix. His name is Dapper Dude Francois.
Okay, I need to see Dapper Dude Francois.
Yeah.
I need to see a picture. Lapper. Wait,
he's
Labrador.
He's a Lab Sharpei,
Sharpei
and Pit Mix.
and Pit.
Yeah.
I can't even imagine what that.
He's
looks
like 10. He kind of, if you squeeze his face, it mushes, but he looks
Yeah,
like
'cause
a
it's the
miniature
Sharpei.
lab. He looks like a miniature lab with like a muscle head, a little bit, with like the lines in his eyebrows. He's cute. Very
How
cute
old
dog.
is he?
He just turned 6.
Oh.
Yeah, he's honestly, real talk, he's an incredible dog, but God, he's like me. Oh, fucking makes me so fucking mad.
You had him ever since he was a puppy?
I've had him since he was 5 weeks old. Yeah.
See,
Yeah.
that's the one thing I miss about my dog. I adopted my dog, Gia. She is a Pomeranian and Mincher Pinscher mix.
That's a nice mix.
How
Yes.
old was Gia when you got
She
her?
was 2. So, like,
2's not bad though.
2's not bad. Like, we have a connection.
Yeah.
She follows me around, and she, like, but it's not
You
the
missed the
same.
puppy years.
When the puppy years are there, like, there's a certain, like, oh, I can't live without you, like, type of thing that
I
happens.
feel you, but also at the same time, you have to realize that you're different and you allow a lot of bullshit occur, so you kind of make a bad dog by having the puppy years too. You feel me? Like I used to have a Rottweiler, and that was the first dog I ever had. And I remember my Rott, he used to see bikes at the window, see strollers at the window, anything with wheels, and he was a puppy, like, "Arr!" And we loved it. We're like, oh, he's like, yeah, Hercules. And then when Hercules became 110 pounds, it was
Then
like,
you're like, oh shit.
hurt him, please. So we had to stop. I remember I went to a soccer game and I was talking to this girl and it was like her brother's soccer game or whatever, and I wasn't really like well versed with my dog. I just had a big dog and I loved my dog and I didn't really know much about it, and I brought him to this soccer game. Mind you, this is in Hoboken. I'm like the only black dude typically, for the most part, North Jersey, in the areas where I am. So I'm at this soccer game and my fucking dog, and he's like backed in a cage, and this is before I started training or anything like that, and like this old lady's like, you're so cute, hey, and he's like, and I'm just like, oh God, this sucks being black here, oh my God. And it just kind of felt like the scene in like The Lion King, like when everybody's getting, get him out of here, he's a menace, and it was just like, those moments as a black person are so fucking annoying. Oh, it's like The Lion King's like, deception, disgrace. Oh God, head down, all that shit. And I was so upset, and I saw this like white dude with his dog, and his dog was walking off all leash and shit. I'm just like, I was like, yeah, my dog just embarrassed me. I just feel real bad. This, that,
But you
that.
gotta.
Yeah, I was just like, I just needed
There's a
like a
certain way
dog
you
person
gotta
to vent
train
to.
them,
Well, yeah,
and-
nah, because the thing is, like, you don't realize, like, this is when I met with this guy. This guy had like a female dog that used to pick up her leg and pee and walk off leash. I'm like, this is the baddest shit I've ever seen in my life. So he like started explaining to me, he's like, yo, dogs and people it's just relationships. You get me? And like with a dog, if you're not going to lead or establish you're going to lead, the dog will. Bottom line, someone has to lead. Someone is going to be a leader.
He's so right.
Someone
He's
has
so
to be the
right.
leader. It's going to be you or the dog. And the object of the dog, to be with the dog, is to have him feel comfortable with you leading. So your whole relationship is designed on being comfortable with one another. So it's like once I learned that, I was able to like, he gave me this method. So like whenever your dog is bugging out, you know, like you tap him twice. Same way you would tap a person at the club. You never tap him one time. You tap him twice to get his attention. Once you tap your dog twice, he's like, what's up?
Don't do that.
Yeah, exactly. Don't do that. But at the same time, it's also positive reinforcement. You don't want to learn like that. You get me? Like you want to learn with love. Like when you do
give
something
them
right, you
treats
want,
when
you
they
want
do.
to
You
skin.
dap them up.
Yeah, exactly. So when I
You
had
give
my
them love when you walk into
exactly.
the door.
So
There's
you
a
walk
whole
around with
process.
your chicken. So I used to carry the chicken bag.
Uh-huh.
Every time we saw a stroller, chicken. Every time we saw a bike, chicken. Every time we saw a thing, chicken. Because like I had, and that's association. That's everything in life. If you have a negative association with something, it's gonna suck. Everything sucks with a negative association.
Right.
So it's about switching the association. And like the more I learned about dogs, the more I learned about myself. The more I learned about people. Because like we're living, breathing things. We kind of have the same things. We just don't really know.
He is preaching, because like I totally agree with that. Like
With your dog, you've had that.
I've raised dogs my whole life. Like I've had dogs my whole life. So like my dog that I have right now, I've had for like she's 7 years now. I've had her. And I moved into this new apartment with roommates, and they're like, your dog's just always outside chilling. Like, you know, I'm like, no, you don't understand. We have our own relationship.
Yeah.
She pays attention to me.
Yeah.
I pay attention to her. Like, that's because I've had her for 7 years.
Yeah.
We've had this relationship. But we established that in the beginning when I got
Absolutely.
her when she was 2. To me, she was still a pup, and I
Yeah.
still taught her my ways. This
Absolutely,
is what you're
because
gonna
this
do.
is the way it has to be for
This
us
is
to
what it has to be
coexist.
for
It's
coexist.
a relationship.
And now she knows that, and it's an unspoken.
You don't gotta
truth
say
between
less.
us.
Snap your fingers, rub,
exactly.
whatever.
She knows as soon as I walk into the door, I'm taking her out. She's ready to go. It's
Yeah, because
You
I
build
used to
that
have like a
relationship.
Shih Tzu, and like my Shih Tzu would, when he needed to go to the bathroom, he'd take his leash down and walk over to me and drop it at my feet.
That's it.
Like it's just like, okay, I gotta go, and
Yeah.
it was like, okay,
You don't
we're
even
going.
have to say anything on it because, like, you have to understand what your relationship is. So it's like if you're able to read a dog, you're gonna be able to read people because there's unspoken signals that everybody gives. You're just not paying attention because you don't have to. With a dog, you are forced to because you
They
gonna clean
can't
up
talk.
shit. They gonna eat some shit. They gonna destroy some shit. So if shit matters to you, you better pay attention.
Oh, they know.
no.
Anytime
Oh,
that
they
bitch
know,
still
you know?
gets into the
Ah,
trash,
you know?
and then she look at me like this,
yeah.
ears down. She
Head
not
down.
paying no attention. I know before I even see the trash, cause this bitch looked at. I'm like, hey
100%.
G, she looks at me like,
Hey G, you lucky if you see to say hi.
and she did. She not
Lucky
even.
if you
Did you
lucky.
even? Right, exactly. She knows I can't run if I start hiding. He know.
Yeah.
And then I see what she did. I'm like, yo. And then she,
Yeah.
then now you running
Skirt,
with your
skirt.
tail between your legs under some shit.
Yeah, skirt, all day.
Cats is the same way.
Yeah. No,
I don't
it's-
fuck with
All
cats.
relationships are like that. The thing is, you have to set up the parameters of your relationship, what you're okay with. Like, when people come out of a shitty relationship, right? They'll literally do the same exact trifling shit that was happening to them that made them leave because they was okay with accepting that love. Now they got to pass it on. It's like, ma, that's not cool. Just because you was okay getting shitted on, now you got to be, it's like, I love that person. That's my idea of love. Even though I left that idea of love, I accepted that love. Since I accepted that love, it's now okay for me to give it back. Oh, now it's time to give it back because I was okay with it. I love this person. This was my idea. This was my construct. Now it's time to build it again.
Damn. You over here dropping bombs and shit?
So Lee just gave us the 5-minute mark.
Wow.
So now have you been following this Mueller report thing
about the whole presidency thing? I don't even know, honestly. I don't pay attention too much, to be real.
I don't know. You put politics, but you didn't
politics.
specify.
I mean, for politics, really, like the way I look at politics is just like pick or choose. Honestly, life is just like a series of difficult choices. It's the same shit to me. I don't think anything is really as bad as the other. I think just people blow up the spectrum about it. It's like realistically, Jesse Smollett. I'm just like, bruh, like it happens all the time, dog. I don't even think it's that serious. I just think it's funny that people get to blow it out. Like, I don't have time to be worried about it. I think it's hysterical. I like a meme. I like a picture. But I don't think it's a conversation centerpiece. There's so much shit going on, like, for me to worry about Jesse Smollett. Like, Empire not even as popping as Jesse Smollett. And, like, come on. Like, and he an Empire, like, he an Empire character. Come on, that's wild Inception. Like, we can't, like, we giving him more hype than we give Empire.
What about Lori Loughlin and the whole
Felicity Huffman?
Felicity Huffman, that whole scandal that's going on.
Felicity Huffman, what scandal?
Okay, so they're
the college enrollment.
They're paying.
Yo, bro, white people do that shit all the time. I'm from the suburbs, dog. Like, it's wild to me. It's like they do this shit all the time. This is how America was built. I don't understand why people are so perplexed. And like, is it really a scandal though, bro? Or is it Tuesday?
To be honest, I gotta say, if I had the money, I probably would do the same shit.
That's what I'm saying. It's not a scandal. It's like it's Tuesday, man. Like, this is how people like.
The only thing that I will say that I'm happy about is that they will not give either one of them a plea deal without jail time. And the reason why I'm happy about this is because you have mothers and fathers that live
in cities that want kids to get good education and like
they
just do that. Yeah,
they enroll their kid in a different public school.
And then they put them in
They're
jail,
still
man.
Paying taxes.
Yeah.
And,
right.
like, you know, they might not be paying taxes to the town, but they're still paying taxes to the state, to the feds, and then they throw them in jail because they're trying to get their kid a better education.
I agree with that.
So
I agree with that. That's the only reason. I agree with
I'm
that.
happy that the plea deal includes jail time.
I agree with that. Because it's what's fair is fair. Yeah, no.
I agree. I think they should definitely go to jail because that. But if I had the money, I disagree with that. If I had the money, I'm not giving my kid no passes.
Hell no.
Motherfucker,
what?
fuck you.
Boy, if I wish my kid
several
would.
times, get these grades up. Get these grades up to get into school.
Gonna starve
how my parents did me.
Bro, I agree 100%.
They didn't pay no money no, I had to get my grades in order to get into where I had to get into.
Straight up. I agree with you 100%, dog.
And I'm not giving, I don't care how much I could be a quadruplinaire, billionaire out here.
Free.
But guess what? If you want to go up, if you want to get to Harvard, get them Harvard grades.
Straight up. Like,
period.
If you want to eat,
I'm not paying for you to get to Harvard. I'm not doing it.
I agree 100% with Ronnie. Here's the thing. Like, my thing is, like, I love to share. I'm okay with sharing. But my nigga, if you better set the table, you better do the dishes. I need something from you. All right, if we gonna eat, I don't need you to get the food. But best believe, set that table. Clean the shit up. Wash the dishes. But you're not eating for free. Everybody got to do part. It don't work like that.
And you my child too, and that means that like by the time you get to high school and you're in your senior year of high school, we know that like freshman year you wasn't doing shit.
I mean,
sophomore year you wasn't doing shit. Junior year you still wasn't doing shit. Now you expect me to pay for you to get into Harvard?
No.
Bitch, fuck you. Yeah. You're working at McDonald's.
I'm paying,
get your shit together.
No, so this is where I disagree. I'm not helping the kid get into a state school. But if I have to go and get a little picture taken to get the kid into Harvard, Yale, Princeton,
man,
some sort of Ivy League school that is going to set them up for the rest of their lives.
Go to Penn State. It's
Wait,
not even that serious.
This bitch
why? So they can get raped by the fucking coach?
No, but they're not playing football.
This bitch paid $500,000 to get her kid into USC.
Bruh.
That's not even.
That's what I'm saying.
This is why I'm saying I'm not paying for my kid to go to a state school, but like to help them get into. What's the difference between them paying this dude to like get into like an Ivy League school and Dre buying a fucking $70 million building?
No.
I ain't doing either for my little kid ass.
Straight up, yeah.
You better figure this shit out.
Bro.
Get get these grades, just like I had to do before I had all this money.
Bruh.
Guess what? And after you get into this school, then we'll figure out
Bruh.
what we gonna do.
But if they can't,
I was just
if
happy
they're
to
not
get
getting
winter
the
shoes.
grades.
You get what I'm saying? I was just happy to get a different pair of shoes for winter.
But isn't
Thank
that the
you.
whole point, though? It's like if you're able to get your life to the point where you have enough money that you can actually spend to get your kids a better life than you, that's your point.
That's
the
I
point.
disagree.
You did
No. You're
No,
supposed
no.
to teach him. You're supposed to teach him and let him know that there are resources available to him, and he better use it because
Exactly.
I did not have that. And if you don't use that, you will not have that.
You show them.
That's it.
This is how I
I'm
got
not
here.
eating.
And guess what? I'm not giving you a
Bruh.
handout. Yes, you do have a dad that has a whole
Bruh.
bunch of money. But at
Absolutely.
the
And
end
I
of
love
the
my
day-
money.
Yeah, and I love my
it.
money.
For
But
me,
at the end of the day,
I love it.
you may have a trust fund, but
That's
in order
your
for you
problem.
to get you have your own life that
What
you
the
have
hell
to
is the
figure out.
difference between handing them the money in the trust fund or giving them an
Because the
education
trust
that is
fund
going
is 35, all right?
Uh.
And if you can make it to 35,
You survive. You got it. You
can
earned the right. You have earned the
all
right. You have earned
but
the right.
guess what? You're 19.
Uh,
And you can't get good enough grades to get into USC.
It's like, come on, dog.
You
You
can't
got
get-
running water, bro. You got running water. You got heat, man. Ain't nobody trying to hear
Yeah,
all
but that Laughlin woman, her kid already had a makeup company. Like, she legit didn't even
Her
need
you
to
kid
think
go
did
to...
bought
not. Her
that?
kids. This one, my kid never had a makeup company. All right.
Who you think bought that?
She had a makeup company with her kid's name on it.
Thank you.
She didn't have no makeup company.
We're going to figure
man.
out how to make money off this kid.
Come on, man.
Doesn't that Kardashian kid have a makeup company?
Oh, we're not even going to
Yeah, but the Kardashians are a whole nother. They're
That's
monsters.
like
Yeah, they're
fucking
monsters.
monster level. Thank you. Like,
Yeah, they're monsters. We not.
But that's
There-
her makeup company, not the kid's makeup company.
I mean, the thing is, it's their makeup company,
it's
but
in Kylie's name.
yeah,
But,
and Chris and all them, it's all one pot. They all there.
yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So we got to wrap this up.
Wow.
Lee's giving me the get the fuck out look. But before we get out of here, Steve, where can people follow you on social media? What gigs do you have coming up?
Tonight, actually, Friday nights, I'm at the Grizzly Pear. I do the 10 and midnight show. Sundays, I do the 8, 10, 12 as well. And then Wednesdays, I do the 8, 10 over there. That's usually my spot. My Instagram is Stand Up Steve. Slide in my DM. Hit me up. Let me know.
Slide him a DM.
Facebook is Steve Francois. I guess relatively generic. There's like 17 of us. Mad Steve Francois. It's crazy.
But you're the one with the dreads. And
Yeah.
And the pearly earrings.
Yeah. The pearl earrings. I'm wearing a baby blue suit jacket on my thing. I'm usually wearing like a suit jacket.
Look out for the baby blue.
Yeah, but except for the winter. During the winters, I look like real hood because it's very comfortable. I'm very hood in the winter, very preppy in the summer. I like my suits in the summer. It's just light and comfortable. But yeah, that's my Instagram. Typically, I just kind of use my Instagram for everything. I hate Instagram, so I have it for that. So use it for that, so I don't hate it.
Great.
Rodney Daniels.
You can always catch me here every Friday with Marissa Smith doing Big Talking Brewskis. I will be hosting Fashionably Funny the third Friday of every month, so look out for that. And Marissa Smith.
You can follow me on Twitter at Marissa Smith. Follow this show on Twitter at Big Talk and Brew. I will be at Fashionably Funny on April the 19th at 10 o'clock, Broadway Comedy Club. And I've got a couple of shows coming up. I'm going to be on the midnight show at the Huron Comedy Club next Saturday. And Sunday, I'm going to be at Crystal Lake at 7:30 in Brooklyn.
Crystal Lake.
Yeah, Crystal Lake. It's some sort of bar. It sounds like I'm going to be murdered by a
Jason.
chainsaw, but you know, Brooklyn. That's how shit goes. Also, check out my other podcast, Blame Storming. You can follow that on Twitter at The Blame Storm. If you enjoyed our show, please rate and review us. If you did not enjoy our show, then take the stick out your ass. Have a good night. Bye-bye.
Bye.